fabled heat, where magic meets desire. Subscribe to ignite the fantasy.
The transport ship shuddered beneath my magnetic boots, its hull vibrating with the strain of competing grav forces. I could feel the reverberations through the soles of my boots, a constant reminder of the absurd situation we were in. I pressed my palm against the sweating metal, feeling the push-pull of our predicament through my power armor's sensors. Verk's towing drones yanking the vessel backward, Imperial thrusters fighting to break free, and me, an idiot in a $3 million Terran combat suit, carving a hole in the roof like a can opener. The smell of ozone and burned metal filled my nostrils as I worked, the acrid taste of it lingering on the back of my tongue. Kale's voice growled in my ear through the neural link, his tone a dangerous mix of desire and fury. Darienne's pulses spiking, they're torturing him again. I gritted my teeth, my jaw clenched in anger. The plasma sword hummed in my grip, its cerulean edge casting jagged shadows across the cockpit's transparent armor. Below, 2 Imperial pilots laughed at my efforts, their sharpened teeth glinting in the weapon's glow. Arrogant bastards hadn't realized yet I wasn't trying to cut through. I was measuring. I thought to myself, they have no idea what we're capable of. The emergency hatch exploded inward just as I'd calculated, decompression sucking the co-pilot halfway out into the thin atmosphere. His flailing hand caught my ankle, claws scraping against my armor's ablative plating. "Verk, now," I shouted, my voice carrying through the comms system. He dropped through the breach like liquid shadow, his onyx battlesilk whipping around limbs that moved faster than my targeting systems could track. The remaining pilot barely had time to blink before his nanowhip separated his head from his shoulders. Always with the theatrics, I grumbled, sealing the breach with emergency foam. Verk stepped over the twitching corpse, his trilobed pupils dilating as he pressed against my armor. "You love it," he whispered, his breath hot against my ear. The ship shuddered violently, throwing us together in a tangle of limbs and weaponry. Somewhere in the chaos, Kale's lips found the exposed skin of my neck where the armor sealed and bit. The pain-pleasure shock nearly made me drop the plasma sword. I felt a rush of adrenaline as our bodies touched, the sparks flying between us like fireworks. We found Darienne in the cargo hold, suspended in a containment field that crackled with inverted gravity. His golden scales were dull with fatigue, his eyes locked on mine with a mixture of desperation and hope. "We have to get him out of here," I said, my voice firm. "Now," Verk nodded, his eyes never leaving Darienne's face. "I'll take care of the field. Kale, can you already on it?" Kale's voice cut in, his tone low and even. "I've got the ship's systems online. We can override the containment field and get Darienne out." I watched as Verk worked to disable the field, his fingers flying across the console with a speed and precision that left me breathless. Kale's voice was a steady presence in my ear, guiding me through the process as we worked to free Darienne. Finally, the field collapsed and Darienne fell to the ground with a soft thud. We rushed to his side, helping him to his feet as the ship shuddered and lurched around us. "We have to get out of here," I said, my eyes locked on the view screen. Now, the Imperial ships were closing in, their laser cannons charging for the kill. We made our way back to the cockpit, Darienne leaning heavily on Verk as we moved. Kale's voice was a steady presence in my ear, guiding me through the process as we worked to escape. "I've got the engines online," he said. "We can make a break for it." I nodded, my eyes locked on the view screen. "Do it." The ship surged forward, throwing us all back in our seats. I felt a rush of exhilaration as we broke free of the Imperial ships, the stars streaming past us like diamonds on velvet. We'd made it. We'd rescued Darienne and we'd escaped. For now, we were safe. But I knew it wouldn't last. The Empire would be back, and next time we might not be so lucky. I glanced over at Verk, his eyes locked on mine with a fierce intensity. Kale's hand was on my thigh, his fingers tracing patterns on my skin. I felt a rush of desire, a spark of attraction that I couldn't ignore. We'd faced death together and we'd come out on top. Now it was time to face what was between us. The tension was palpable, a living, breathing thing that pulsed with energy. I knew that we'd have to confront it eventually to see where this journey would take us. But for now, I just smiled, feeling the rush of adrenaline still coursing through my veins. We'd made it, we'd survived, and we'd do it again together.